Hi, Patrick Russell, EA, coming back to you from mmtaxman.com studios. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about something very basic and fundamental to my tax operation. What's the best way to get a hold of Patrick? It's a simple question, but there's a variety of answers depending on the circumstances. So now that we're moving on into a new way of doing things, I'll just run through how we're doing business at mmtaxman.com today. Without question, the easiest and most effective way to get a hold of me or get the ball rolling with my shop is a quick email. patrick@mmtaxman.com is my main business email, so feel free to use that email anytime. My preferred method of receiving information from you would be through our secure web portal. Through our tax software, we've enlisted the help of a service line called Secure File Pro. It's simple. It's a gateway controlled by a username and password that allows a secure path, a bridge, passing back and forth personal and financial records. How it works is like this. Let's say you need something. You send us a quick email. You send us a quick email for, say, letting us know that you have a job, or let's say you are requesting an appointment, and maybe sending a letter would be helpful beforehand. We will immediately send you an invite email that will allow you to create and a login and provide you with a safe access to now upload any documents you have. Those documents are electronically populated in our client server file, and now just by you uploading it, it goes exactly where it needs to be for safekeeping in our system. Now, having a secure portal gateway to upload documents is a much more secured format. Do not think that anybody is going to argue that. But in today's e-commerce, where what you and I will be doing together represents a microscopic drop in a galactic ocean of e-transactions, we'll still encourage taking the safety steps that are available to us, as well as making future investments in security products and protocols, so we can do our best to protect our engagements with each other. However, if you have any questions, just simply reach out to us first, and we'll make sure that we'll coordinate and choose the easiest method to get information back and forth for you. Phones today are amazing. Using your Adobe app, for instance, you can make a password protection on any picture that you take on your phone, and then you'll be able to send it safely. Let's say you're into a classic mode of doing business. Brother's fax machine is still sitting on your desk, and you still got a telephone line bill to go along with it. Well, feel free to send us a fax to our eFax at 562-457-3816. And of course, we still have a phone. The phone number here is 562-428-6752. And in any and every case, our mission is to get a quick 24-hour turnaround, responding to you, sending you with at least a quick update and maybe an estimated time of the completion. Throughout the entire process, we will be exchanging questions, comments, ideas, and information back and forth as much as needed in order to complete the project or the job that we're working on together. Once the job is complete, if there are any questions or if there's any items of concern, we'll set up a video conference appointment or even just a simple phone call back to walk you through the finished product and make sure all your questions are answered. I've invested a tremendous amount of time into training my entire staff so that any associate you happen to reach first will more than likely have the answers you need. On that note, I'm very proud of my staff. They're the backbone of this operation. I'm constantly asking them to get better, faster, and to learn new things. And they're stepping up, which is what makes these new products possible. It's as simple as that, guys. Welcome to the new M&M Tax Service, mmtaxman.com. your virtual one-stop shop for all of your tax and business needs. Switching gears. Well, I'm trying to dip my toe in the water one toe at a time. Getting the daily out is a tall task all by itself. It is my mission and it is taking priority, so you have to forgive the mistakes and maybe a picture out of place here and there. But we're not done. It's time to segue to the non-tax, non-audit part of this webcast and move into current events and pop culture. I know that sounds ridiculous, but we're experimenting, right? And not everybody has a tax problem right now. Okay, generally speaking, I'll be highlighting a TV show or a movie. I'll have a song of the day, and we'll touch on some books that I'm currently reading or have read in the past and feel like sharing with the rest of the world. Now, as in all the services that I provide, what I'm doing here, it's my opinion here, is mostly in the vein of saving you guys time. As in, don't waste your time on that steamy hot plate of garbage that was just thrown together. I figure I've already wasted my life, so you don't have to. Starting off with the hit on Netflix that hit that exit button movie of the week, The Night Clerk. I hit the exit button at the 10-minute mark on this very dull effort, seeing just enough to realize poor John Leguizamo must be behind on a lot of bills to have signed up for this clunker. Another Netflix show failing to meet its lofty expectations, Space Force. Steve Carell took what was a Maserati of a premise and turned it into a Nissan Versa. Sure, it got me to the end of the season, but I wasn't impressed by the ride, and I don't feel cool telling people about it. And to the music front, music. There's no accounting for taste here. I will do my best to stay relevant. I will keep the K-Earth 101 references to a minimum. And I will warn you, well, I better warn you, I have an eclectic taste in music, but I grew up absorbing everything, just like my taste for food. I might not love everything I eat, but I will give everything a try. So, everybody knows you remember the songs that you first felt the emotions of love to the best. Well, I first felt the swellings of love during an age when the musical gods were Michael Jackson, Prince, Beastie Boys, Tupac, Snoop, and if you want to swing it all the way over to the other side, Garth, Toby, Aerosmith, U2, and a whole lot in between. We live in an amazing time right now. No more is that true than in the world of music, and being a music lover couldn't be any easier. Gone are the days of buying a 12-song album only to love one song and barely stay in 3 others. Gone are the days of the hard labor, putting together a decent workout tape that didn't get stale after 3 stops on the treadmill. Gone are the days of having 20 presets on your car stereo and still being stuck in traffic with nothing good to listen to. Gone are the days when only a few chosen talented singers are lucky enough to navigate the treacherous gauntlet of the CD music industry in order to share their gift with the rest of us. Of the top 10 songs I'm currently and absolutely in love with, I couldn't even tell you the names of 8 of the singers. They change so often. There's simply so many new artists. My Adderall does have its limits. And now, what's really cool is the turnaround time. It's individual songs now. Individual songs are pushing the market instead of these bloated album efforts that take way too long to churn out. Plus, collaborations. For some artists, being able to work with others is a real blessing. Has Drake even put out a decent song all by himself since 2013? Apple Music. I want to take a moment to say something. Whoever their musical editors are, whoever those chosen stars at Apple that are put in charge of setting the new music playlist, fucking A, guys. Bravo. Really. it's like you're here. And I appreciate that. All right, for the song of the day, we are spotlighting a new R&B tour de force with that familiar She Said, Then He Said ballad from Hear a Love, featuring Ian Dior. File this song under the category of not quite done. As in, that crush is not quite done yet. Let's say it together, people. The crush is not over until the singer no longer takes the time, effort, and money to actually write and produce a full song about the love they are seeing they don't want in the first place. Like I said, not quite done. The subtle guitar strings lure you into the intro, followed quickly by the staccato and steady bass line that catches you pretty quick. It's worth a listen. Books! From that stuffy and snooty corner of my brain, I will bring to you my book of the day. Unfortunately, I can't read as fast as I used to. We may have to change this segment to Book of the Month. Let's see. So I'm currently reading and working on The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. It's a non-fiction book designed to help me master the art of human motives and become a Jedi in decoding emotional forces that drive people to do the shitty things that they do. So, as you can see, I'm furiously working very hard on getting through this 586-page turn. In the meantime, I'd like to bring up a personal favorite in my collection, Bill Bryson, A Short History of Nearly Everything. Another non-fiction classic that simply must be celebrated. What you have to understand about Bill is that he writes as if he's sitting in your living room, telling you a story. And the way he can break down the most complex of ideas, but in these little discernible chunks, and then hand them to you. These little easy to consume nuggets of information that you take away with you for the rest of your life. The premise of the book is in the title. Bill, in his always humorous way, takes the reader back to the beginning, as in the Big Bang beginning, and then walks us forward 13.7 billion years to the present and gives us a taste of what mankind has learned along the way. Not only does it make you a smarter person for reading it, it tickles your imagination and makes you wonder out loud, what can I do to make this a better world? As always, feel free to email me at patrick@mmtaxman.com. I thank you for your time. My crew is working hard on tomorrow's episode. I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care.